Lightbender. The name of the Lightbender comes from the way that when light enters a crystal, the crystal actually bends the light through the crystal in a way that it refracts through the crystal. You know, Asher's always loved hunting and finding little gemstones, and that's really just kind of something that is associated with him and kind of his passion and what he does. And so when we were designing this board and shaping this board, like, that name really suited because it's a fish. The Lightbender's definitely a fish, but it's a little bit of a trimmed performance version of the Sunstone. So it's like if you took the Sunstone and you kind of trimmed the foil. It has a little bit more rocker, the rail's a little bit more tapered, the thickness foil is like a little bit thinned out. It has that fish feel, and Asher surfs it in that way. But man, the thing just, it's surprising how well it turns for people that are used to riding maybe fishes that they've had experiences with in the past that are more horizontal in the way that they surf, down the line flow. And the Lightbender really reacts more dynamically, where there's direction changes, rebounds off the whitewater. Like, you can get into the lip, but still have the speed and just kind of natural flow that you get from a fish. So it's kind of like, it's like a tuned up fish is what the Lightbender is. And so that's the idea, was to make it kind of Asher's daily driver for decent waves. Most regular people probably surf it in a little more broader range of waves. Lesser waves, it's definitely a cheater. Definitely gets you into things easier. Definitely generates speed better than like a shortboard would. But you can do really fun turns on it. The way you size it, so if you rode like a 5'4" Sunstone, usually you go like an inch or two up on the Lightbender. So Asher will ride like a 5'2" to 5'3" Sunstone. He'll ride like a 5'3", 5'4", 5'5" Lightbender, something like that. And then it's kind of the same. So if you ride like a 5'8" Twinsman, then you ride like a 5'7" or 5'6" Lightbender. So it's usually like it just ticked. If we're looking at like the scale of like, you have your shortboard over here, you got your fish over here, your Twinsman's right in the middle. The Lightbender kind of hits the slot right between your Sunstone and your Twinsman. It's kind of the in-betweener between the two. So fin-wise, it's kind of similar to some other. It's, as far as fishes go, it's probably a fish that you can get away riding a more of an upright twin, because the tail's not super wide. The tail is like slightly wider than Twinsman would be. So you can definitely ride an upright. You can also ride a little semi-keel, like a Fascination semi-keel, something like that. You wouldn't want a full keel fin on it because that's too much fin, but you can ride kind of an in-betweener. There's like Asher has a 5.55 kind of upright keel that works really good with it, that Shapers makes. That's a really good fin that I ride all the time with that model. But there's some options. It's just like a kind of a timeless model, timeless platform, and it's one of those boards that really works for everybody.